Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late because of some technical difficulties, but we will start our lesson in a moment. Please get ready. Um, in front of you, put in front of you this a little gift idea that I just made recently, and I will show you today how to finish this project, and probably will give you a few more ideas about how to finish it, not just necessarily the way it is done um, and what you see right now, but there are other ways of making this project. I'm still trying to look at my computer and try to make sure everything is working. Somehow my computer is frozen. Don't know why. Trying to get also into YouTube channel from the computer just to see. So anyway, I will take my little elements off away from this vase, and this vase can be found probably on Amazon somewhere. I bought this one long ago at Marshall's. I really love that store. Now they are closed, but this is a perfect little piece that can spice up the project that you are making. I honestly trying to just a moment. I want to see if everybody who is in, and just to make sure that comments are coming. Okay, I think I'm in. This is more important. Okay, so let's just start. I'm sorry, a little bit disorganized today because of, again, like I told you, I didn't have internet for some reason. So the videos how to crochet little bubble hearts. I call them bubble hearts because they are based on crocheting two bubbles and then combine them and connect them in one in a shape of a heart. How to make this you can find on my website irishcrochetlab.com or in my Facebook page, Irish Crochet Lab on Facebook. If you search, you will find it. And in my page, a few times I was posting, even yesterday I posted again, how to crochet all motifs for this project. So you will need hearts, not necessarily 3. You can make as many as you want, depending on what kind of bouquet and how big of a bouquet you want. Also, I posted a video how to crochet flowers, these 3D flowers that are also based on a bubble. You crochet bubble at first, and then you make half of a bubble, then you make petals, and then you complete the rest of the bubble. So here are my little flowers here. And crochet just a lot of bubbles. And I would recommend to crochet a lot of them. And also choose bright colors. I had happened to buy at JoAnn long ago a set of a very bright thread. It's called Prism. It's size 8, as I understood. it's like Perle Cotton, very simple to DMC. You can go with different thread, but like I have also here, I used a little bit of Finca from a Presencia, number 8 also, and most of my colors are really, really bright. It's spring and Mother's Day have to be a happy day, so I was thinking about that it will be a good idea to have this bright. I still have few motifs here, two bubbles that are not connected, and today I will show you how to make a stem and how to connect this stem, two stems together, make it as one. It holds better this way, and even I was thinking like to take a little bit stronger wire for the hearts because they're a little bit heavier. One more thing I forgot to tell you, it's what wire to use. I used this wire, and let me take this price off that you could see the brand. I didn't realize this is here. Okay, so Bidalon, the company, and here's the size small. You have to have, this is the diameter as I understood, yes, and how many feet in the bobbin, whatever you call this. So this is the wire I used. It's quite a nice wire because it's flexible. It's for beading. It's used for jewelry making, for beading. I like it because it's soft enough. You can choose something a little bit stronger than this one, but this is what I used for my project. And so I will grab a long piece. I will cut it a little bit later. So all I need is 2 bubbles or whatever you will choose, your flowers or hearts. I would tell you that you connect the stem the same way, or to the bubble or to the heart or flower, exactly the same way. There's no difference. And I chose for the stem green color. You can see actually that I used different color here. I lost connection for a moment. I didn't know if you saw me or heard me, but so anyway, you can use exactly the same color for the stem as your hearts are. And you can do actually the same thing for flowers. It's up to you. I chose to play with it a little bit. And here's another stem that I made in a different color, just to match one of the bubbles. So I will show you how to connect. You connect exactly the same way, bubbles or your flowers or hearts, exactly the same way. So at first, what I would do, I would take my finished bubble or heart or a flower, and with the hook, insert the hook inside just to pick up 2 strands here, to stretch it just slightly. So allowing this to make a little opening for a little tunnel for the wire. And then you can insert the wire in that area very easily. It just goes in like that. Let me just a moment move my camera just slightly away so that my hands will not slide away and you could see better. Okay. So then take just a little bit and fold it in half. Well, not in, yeah, like this. and squeeze a little bit here so that that wire will be better stay together. Just make sure that it's squeezed in that area right here. And then we will determine how long it will be. Since I already have my bubbles here, almost the same size, so I will just put those together and see that this is going to be the length I need, and I will cut slightly longer. You can use for wires, for the wire I use this, I don't know how you call this instrument, clippers, because you don't want your, those are not the best clippers actually. Okay. So I don't need this for now. I will need a little bit later my wire. I'll put it away. And so we will determine how long this will be. I didn't measure. You can measure, I can tell you how long is my wire, my stems are. And also fold that end right here. It's very important to fold it in half. I just make it this way. So here it is. And the length of my stems 10.5 centimeters, can be 9 centimeters. In inches it's 4 inches long, a little bit longer, something like that. But it can be shorter. It all depends on the taste, you know, on your decision how long you want your stems. It works really perfect for the vase I chose, but it can be way shorter. So, okay. So now, after you connected your wire to the bubble or to the flower or to the one of those hearts, then you pick up your hook and thread and move thread through the same area, through the same opening that your wire went, and pull threads through this. Can be a little bit tricky because wire can be on the way, but it's work really good actually. It's not so difficult. So you connect, make one chain or stitch, and after that go with the hook around the wire, pick up thread and make single crochet stitch. It's basically what you're doing. You crochet around the wire. It's like crocheting over the padding cord in Irish crochet. And you just crochet single crochet stitches all the way around this. At the beginning where the bubble is, just a little bit difficult at first to crochet, but it's possible. So if you joined, if you can comment, say hello, tell me your name, where you're from. And so as I crochet this single crochet stitches around this wire right now, I want to tell you that if you did not start this project yet, you can find all video tutorials, how to crochet bubble, how to crochet the flower like that, and how to crochet hearts. I posted all these tutorials in my Facebook page, Irish Crochet Lab. If you go on Facebook, you can search for this page, it's there. And you can find the same pattern on my website. And if you, on my website, you can find it at the page. If you go to the main menu, select Home, and in a drop-down window, there will be Crochet Marathon. This is a page I opened during this, at the beginning when we started, when the virus came into our life, and now we're all on the quarantine of some sort. So I opened this page for everyone to join and crochet. But then also I realized that there's one holiday coming that we can crochet something really nice and pleasant for Mother's Day. So you can buy real flowers, but real flowers are best in the garden. So I thought it's a good idea to crochet flowers. So here it is. You crochet single crochet stitches over this wire. And don't forget about this little piece. You will have to crochet over this also at some point. So once in a while I just put this together to see if I'm there yet. And this tail, short tail of thread, I would need it. I will show you why later. So I crochet over the wire and this short tail of thread together. It's a very simple project. All you need to do, crochet bubbles, hearts and flowers, and connect all of them to the wire stem. As I was thinking and making this project, you can make necklace out of this motifs. Just crochet a bunch of bubbles and hearts and flowers and connect them with a string. Take a thread and thread each motif on the thread, and it can be a necklace. It can be a bracelet. For any occasion, you can make those a lot for as a gifts, not just for Mother's Day. Any day. By the way, hearts are a really good gift for Valentine's Day. So right now I am at this point where this a little folded wire, so be careful here so that it will not show anywhere. But if it will show even, it's okay, because we can always come and cut piece of wire later. So now I need also crochet over this short piece. And so to help me a little bit, I will use this. I'll stretch my stitch slightly. I will use this short tail to wrap around this misbehaving piece of wire, just like that. Just wrap around, so this will stay. And then move this thread through the loop of the wire this way, so that way this thread will not go anywhere. You can do it even twice, like that. So this way this piece of wire will stay in place and will not move. And continue crochet. Just reconnect your hook to the stitch and continue crochet. Crochet single crochet stitches. You will crochet few, and probably it will happen. It can happen that you will see a little short piece of wire here. Don't worry about this. You can always cut this off later. I just keep it this way for a while until I will get to the very end. So you crochet single crochet stitches. It's like crocheting over the padding cord. So there are a few ideas for this project. You can make it as many of these elements for this project, for bouquet, flowers, bubbles and hearts, as many as you like. The richer the better. Choose really, really nice and bright colors to make this bouquet happy, springy. And you can crochet doily with a bigger hole in the center and use the doily as a wrap around piece around the flowers. You can get smaller vase. Smaller vases, I will show you one just a minute. I just have it here next to me, next to my window, if I can reach it. And this little vase, it's very small, tiny vase. You can buy it any grocery store where they sell flowers, fresh flowers, and they sometimes make small bouquets. You can buy little vases like that, but I bet you can find mini vase anywhere, and you can put it, if you cannot find vase that like I did, so you can just use one little vase, small one. And why I said to crochet more and a lot, the richer the better, right? Of course, I will make more in the future. So this is one idea with a doily or with a vase. You can also buy a beautiful ribbon and just put them together like that. And you can connect it in a brooch, connect a little, I don't even know, the little pin that goes in the back of the brooch. You can sew this together like that. And it can be worn as a little decorative brooch. For that brooch, you of course will need to make stems shorter. I would say like 7 centimeters, which will be 2 3/4 of an inch. It will be way better that way. So just use your imagination. Just design some interesting gift. You can also buy styrofoam that look like wreath. Those styrofoam wreaths you can buy at JoAnn or Hobby Lobby. They are used for making wreaths for Christmas, or Easter or other holidays, or just a wreath to put on a front door. So you can use a lot of those motifs. Of course, you will have to make a lot of them, and you can connect them to the sew them or glue them to the wreath, to the round styrofoam piece, and also use it as decorative piece on the wall, on the door, or decorate. Another idea I have here, I will show you also. You can also make bigger hearts and make a keychain and embellish that keychain with little charms like I did here. And those clasps also you can buy at JoAnn or Hobby Lobby. So here they are. This is really cute little piece. You can you can just decorate it, put it on your purse, or use it as a keychain, or you can put it on jeans where the belt goes as a decorative piece. Just fun. Something like that also. I made long ago. Fun little piece, also keychain or decorative piece for your, like I told you, a purse or jeans, and decorate with little charms like that. So here's a few ideas. So if you don't like the idea of bouquet, but those little pieces are really fun to make into some little project. Now I am closer to the loop. I will remove my thread from here so that you would see. So here this little piece of wire that creates a loop. So let's go to the very end, and when you come to the end, it's not very easy to crochet here. So what I do to make it easier for me, you can take a piece of thread, any kind of thread, a little bit thicker, like number 10, and just insert this thread through this wire loop, like this. This way it will be easy to hold on to something when you go to the very end. It's not very easy to crochet here. So, like this. And continue. Continue crochet until you almost cover this wire. But you also want to make sure that your stitches will not fall off of that wire. So when you come to the very end, and we are there, now you can first of all cut this short tail of thread that you don't need it anymore, and you can remove this thread. Now insert the hook right into that loop. That wire creates that loop right in there, and grab the thread and pull it through the loop of wire and a stitch on a hook like this, and that's it. Now we can cut thread off, and we will weave in this thread inside the stem. For that I use a beading needle. Thread the needle. And very carefully, I also would recommend to use little pliers to help your needle move through the stitches right here, like insert inside, and insert quite a long piece to make sure that it will not go through like this. Going inside. This is why you use pliers, to help your needle to go through those tight stitches that you crocheted. And I would recommend to go a little bit more. I will just, for the sake of time, I will just cut this thread off. We don't need this anymore. Don't need that. And now we will connect another. So this is done. You can leave it alone if you want. You can, if you want, come back and make some leaves crochet. I can show some few ideas later. But right now I will show you how I connect and make those bubbles together on one stem. So I will put this for now down. I will pick up another bubble, a second one. I will need wire again. And the process is the same as before. At first, you have to create a little opening, a little tunnel for your wire to go through, and insert the hook into the bubble. Kind of push inside hook where that wider area is. That way you will open up the area here for the wire to go through. And insert wire into the bubble. And if it's not going, that means you just got something on the way. It could be a thread. It can be the filling material that you put inside. So try again, or from the other side. That could also work. And it does not want to go there at all. Don't know why. Okay, if not, I will go from another side. That's also possible. So if one way it does not work, we can go through the other window. If one window is closed, we can open another. Okay, did work now. Now the same thing. Put inside, few. Here it's going to be shorter, so you can already cut piece with the pliers. And the rest wire secure inside the wire roll, and then we can start crochet. Okay, like this. And as before, crochet around the wire, single crochet stitches. Now it's up to you to decide how you will position your next bubble. A little bit lower than the main bubble, or a little bit on the same distance. I would say on a little bit lower or higher is best. And also crochet a little bit on its own, and then we will connect. So let's crochet a small few inches, inch or two. It's up to you depending on the size of entire bouquet. And so as I crochet, I want to ask you, all of you who watching me, who watch my video tutorials, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share it with your friends, those who love crochet. Also, it will help a lot if you like my videos. Put a like. It's very important for me if you will comment sometimes. If you cannot comment right now, you cannot comment at all on videos, that means that you need to have open your YouTube channel. It does not mean that you have to, it's not necessary to post something, but it's nice to comment sometimes. This will help me. If you comment, let me know what do you think about the video. Your comments will help me to improve, make something else, make more things, and so on. So here I probably will stop. That's enough. And I can pick up my main bubble, another bubble. And so I determine how far I will put it on. So right here like that. And now I can go and connect. So the way I connect, you just go and crochet into the stitches of the stem main stem. So you crochet, inserting hook twice into both loops and around the wire. You can also or cut this wire or crochet over this piece twice. It's up to you. You can do many things here. I would just secure it and fold it in half as before, just to make sure that it's not going anywhere. It does not want to do what you want that, but it's okay. I guess it's evidently way easier to fold the wire with your hands than. Okay, now, so I inserted my hook into the stem. And crochet and around the wire and inserting the hook into this stitches of the first stem, of the longest stem. And again, the folded piece of wire right in here, I can cut later. But be careful, wire is kind of pokey and sharp, so be careful when you crochet not to scratch your fingers. I also can always cut this piece. And we can actually cut this piece off. Somehow my internet playing tricks to me was today. And continue crochet. So cut all those wire that is on the way and bothering you, so it's easier to crochet that way. And continue. I would crochet all the way to the end here. Crochet tight. Tight stitches is very important when you crochet with this wire. And continue. If this little thread bothering you, if it's on the way, you can always cut that piece too. So there are a lot of interesting ideas you can make out of those motifs, a lot of interesting small gifts. Just think of brooch, think of keychain, wreath on a wall, or just a small wreath size of like, you know, this size, small diameter, probably 2 or 3 inches, that also can work as a brooch to put a pin behind, and it will be just super beautiful and cute. So now I have this very, very small loop of the wire, so I can go through this loop. Let me show you. So you could see that loop of the wire, and I'm not sure if you could see it. Here it is. So here's this loop left. So I will go through the loop. I will just insert my hook in there, like this, through the loop, and into the stitch. If it's not easy at first, then probably it will be better to go through the stitch and then through this wire loop. You'll have to force it to go in there with your fingers. It's not easy. And then pull threads through the loop and stitch. And I think my... okay, I did it. So pull thread through the stitches. Probably work better for me first through the stitches and then through the... force this loop inside on the hook, and then pull threads through all of this. And make your last single crochet stitch. You can finish here with the slip stitch, like that. That's it. Also cut your thread off. And we will weave in this thread inside as before. And use the finest needle you can find. These needles I bought at JoAnn's store. It's a DMC company, beading needles. The finest. I always use them for fine thread and fine crochet. Otherwise, you will not be able to weave it in. It's really difficult. And I wouldn't recommend to use glue in your crochet work. Okay, I cannot do this here. Well, I guess this piece a little bit. There's something going on wrong with my internet today. Not sure what it is, but I have been receiving messages here that my video is, that I have to reconnect. Ah, it does not work for me. That was so beautiful at first. One more attempt, and if not, I will just do it later. I hope I can do it. Yes. Yes, I did it. Okay. Those needles are very good, but thread is not perfect for that needle. But we did it. This is more important. I made this piece a little bit wet, so I will cut it off because wet thread will not go through. So now we can weave in our thread, and you can cut. And again, weaving. Weaving is fun. It's really tight here, so be careful, and be careful not to break your needle. That's what you don't want. So make as many of those motifs and connect them with, connect to those motifs little stems. And here it is. If you are interested in the colors I used, I will tell you in a minute. But here is the little bouquet. The way it works really good when you at first put those bubbles together. And then around the bubbles, arrange your hearts, then like on the sides. And then add flowers. I feel like I don't have enough flowers, so I will make more flowers. I was afraid that it will be a little bit too much of everything, but now I see that it's needed more to make it look fun, fun, fun. So here how it look like from the top. And this is how it look together. Springy and happy bouquet of flowers. So use a vase or make a doily around like I told you before. Arrange your bouquet of flowers and voila. Little very simple gift that I think every mother would love. That's it. So now let's talk about thread. So I used here thread Prism. I had a lot of that. This is all those colors that came in that. I think there's one more color has to be, and I don't know what color is that because this is different. I'm not sure with the other ball, but this is what I pick up. I pick up really bright thread. Actually, I have one more flower here. I'm not sure I like the combination of colors I chose here, but I will probably use this later. So Prism is very similar thread by thickness to number 8. Even there's no, yeah, this says here number 8, cotton number 8, size of the thread. And I used crochet hook 0.9 millimeters. This thread 8, but it's slightly thicker than DMC or Presencia. I also used thread, a few colors I found. It's really like brightening up nice and bright colors, yellow and color from Presencia company, also size 8. This green color is very beautiful. It is each color in this company has number, and it's 4561, a really good color for green stems. 4561. Also this beautiful light green, and the number is 4799. And bright yellow, also very beautiful yellow, 1227. The color is 1227. This thread, Presencia thread, is sold by Collonial Neddle Company. This is how you can find this thread online, Collonial Neddle Company. I can post later more information about this thread if you like. So use crochet hook 0.9 or 0.75 millimeters. It's all up to you. And again, here's the wire I used. You can use different wire. And let me show you the other wire that you can use. It's a little bit thicker. So you can, I used this one, but you can use another wire. It's the company on a wire, also for jewelry, bead wire in white, 40 feet. It's a little bit, it's not as soft, a little bit stiffer, and it's probably will help you with moving and shaping the stem of your bouquet and make your flowers to stay the way you want them to be. Okay, so I would say probably this will be a better choice, this wire. So also for your project you will need scissors, crochet hook, small pliers, and beading needles. My beading needles are all in this kind of containers. They're the same. Also, this needles, this brand was sold before JoAnn. I cannot find them there anymore. But if you will look for this in the for this company, Venus Needles, on Amazon, this is where they are right now. You can find them there. Those needles are even better than DMC. I love them more, and I will tell you why. For fine work like that, there are two needles that are must. Everybody have to have. This one has a really nice eyelet in there. It's kind of twisted here. It's a really good needle to use for fine work, not just for beading. And this needle is double needle. It splits right in the middle, like two wires together. This needle is perfect because it's easy to put in there thread. You don't have to do what I did today. You saw me struggling to thread the needle. So Venus company has really, really good beading needles. But you will need those for your work, of course, also. So if you have questions, you can also ask me. There are a few questions here, or just say hello. Where do I buy my thread? Hello, Nadezhda. Hello, Mary. In Knitting Berg Academy, it's, I think I know who it is. Alia, I think. So where do I buy my thread? So this thread, Prism, I don't know where else you can find, but at JoAnn. So if JoAnn stores have it, you can buy it online. This one, it's Collonial Neddle Company. Let me type it down for you, so you can see what I was making. You can adore this while I'm typing. So, Prism thread Prism from JoAnn stores. Thread, this thread called Finca. It's Perle Cotton, but I think it's brand. Actually, brand is Presencia. This is brand Presencia, called Finca. It's a Spanish, made in Spain. Thread is one of my favorites. I love DMC. I really, really like thread. Presencia is my favorite. This Prism, it's okay. I cannot tell you that it's my So, and another thread, let me type it for you. Thread Finca. At the end of this video tutorial, I will go and edit my video. I will add more information for you for the thread where you can buy it. So also I will give you links to the videos. They are also here available on my YouTube channel, How to Crochet Bubbles. I would say goodbye to you all. Wish you all the best. I wish you will have fun making this small project, this small bouquet. This such a bad video today, so sorry. I don't even know if you can see. So braid your motifs in such a way that it will create a bracelet. And you can use like that. So there are a lot of possibilities you can make. It's just a little idea that I came up with. And I wish you all the best. I wish you fun crocheting this. You can send me photos, your own photos, and post them on Facebook. Tag me that I could see what you made. Or email me your videos. You can, I wonder if you can, in your comments, share videos on YouTube. I think you can later on. So this is it, ladies. I would say goodbye to all of you. Thank you for joining me. Please visit my website, irishcrochetlab.com, and subscribe to my channel. If you liked the video, please like it, and share my videos with your friends who love to crochet. This is all. Have a wonderful week. Stay safe. Bye-bye.